Okay, so hi. Pick a chair, and we just started an exercise in relaxation. So before you do the intake form, which is in front of you, you're going to get to relax. How's that sound? Whenever anybody needs to get some water, and cell phones off, and the bathrooms are through the glass doors behind me. So that covers the housekeeping. So now that we've got the housekeeping covered, are you okay? Take it, yeah, okay, good, because now I'm going to tell you to take a deep breath. So, allowing your gaze to soften, if you're comfortable, allowing your eyes to close, allowing your arms to rest in your lap if that's comfortable for you. In a minute, I'm going to ask you to let your hands be apart because we're going to do some very specific exercise. As you allow your breathing to deepen and slow, and you notice the air moving in and out of your lungs, as much as possible, just allowing your mind to clear of all thoughts by focusing on your breathing. As you sit and breathe and feel the air moving in your lungs, find a memory of a time when you felt completely relaxed. Can be any time or place that was completely calm and relaxing for you. And when you have a memory of a time when you were completely relaxed, just raise one hand so I know that you've got one. And you don't have to keep it up. You can just let it rest in your lap. So any memory of a time when you were completely relaxed, notice how it feels in your body. What are the feelings in your body in this memory of a time when you were completely relaxed? Notice what emotion, the strongest emotion you're feeling. Just notice. Notice where in your body is the most comfortable. And as you're aware of this feeling of relaxation in your body, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is very relaxed and comfortable, just hold up your fingers for how relaxed you feel. So again, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is very relaxed and comfortable, just hold up your fingers briefly for how relaxed you feel. And as you allow your arms to rest, I want you to focus the feelings and sensations of relaxation in your body and press together your index finger and thumb on each hand, like you're making the OK sign with each hand. Pressing and storing this feeling of relaxation for use later. And remember to breathe. And as you're aware of this feeling of relaxation being pressed and stored in your fingertips, count backwards in your mind from 10 to 1, allowing the feeling to deepen with each number. And when you are finished, just allowing your hands to rest on the table. And taking another deep breath, allowing your mind to clear again as much as possible by focusing on your breathing, allowing your fingers to be open and your hands to rest in your lap again. On a scale, I gave myself a jump. Find another memory. Another memory of a time when you were completely relaxed. It can be any time or place that was relaxing for you. And when you have an event or memory of being completely relaxed, just briefly hold up one hand. And remembering to breathe, notice the feelings in your body with this memory of being completely relaxed. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice the strongest emotion you feel while you're completely relaxed. Notice where in your body you feel the most comfortable. And as you're aware of these feelings of being relaxed, just again on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the most relaxed and comfortable, just briefly hold up your fingers for how relaxed you feel now. And as you're aware of the feeling of relaxation, focusing and intensifying it, once again, press together your index finger and thumb of each hand, pressing and storing, making the OK sign, pressing and storing this feeling into your fingertips for use later. And as you breathe, and you're aware of this feeling being stored in your fingertips, count backwards in your mind from 10 to 1, allowing the feeling to deepen and slow, allowing the feeling to deepen with each number. And when you're done, just allowing your hands to rest on the table. And as everyone finishes counting, allowing your arms to rest and your eyes to open. So as you come back into the room, this is a very powerful connection. Think for a minute, and this you're going to be able to write down. Where will this be useful? Because I'm going to tell you a little secret about this. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes, and the more effective it becomes, and you cannot wear it out. So where in your life would it be useful to be able to relax and be calm at will? And so you have a notebook in front of you that you can use. So feel free to just take it and flip it over. And the beauty of this connection and where it is the most useful for me, when I need to answer the phone, we love our smartphones. Do you want to know the greatest stress producer in the world? It's a smartphone. We are stressed out when we answer it. We're stressed out when we pick it up to call somebody else. We are stressed when we have assigned, oh my God, let me tell you, I assigned special ringtones to certain people in my life. So now, not only does my phone ring, but when it rings a certain way, my adrenaline goes up through the roof. So answering the phone, okay? Especially if it is that one person in my life who is the drama queen. We all have them, okay? I have more than one in my family. And so before I pick up the phone, I take a deep breath. I am then calm and relaxed. Now, I'm going to give you the story of stress. Okay, now that I've given you one of the biggest tools that you'll ever need to manage stress, I'm going to give you the story of stress. Are you ready? We're going to go way back. I'm going to date myself. Do you remember going way back to the land of the caveman? Nobody's, okay, you guys don't know this alley-oop. But anyway, so way back. Cavemen, and our bodies haven't changed so much, okay? But in the land of the cavemen and dinosaurs, and I won't argue whether dinosaurs and cavemen coexisted in the same period of time in history. We're in the world according to Jackie, and in the world according to Jackie, they did. So here's the deal. Caveman schlepping along, no problem. Dinosaur, whoa. Body of the caveman is designed to deal with this. We call it fight or flight. Adrenaline, epinephrine, the stress cocktail gets pumped into the caveman's body. This is an autonomic response. It's wonderful. It's automatic. It allows for two things to happen. One is that the blood pools from the outer areas of the brain into the brain stem. This is wonderful. It allowed the caveman to focus. There were no extraneous thoughts going on. Okay, it's fight or flight, we're good. The other thing that it did is it prevented a caveman from bleeding to death if they got a head injury. And head injuries, you can imagine, fairly common. So, great. Caveman, very focused. He survives. We're grateful because we're here, courtesy of this wonderful system that Mother Nature created. There's a little bit of a problem because now you fast forward to today. Anybody seen a real dinosaur recently? No. Now we deal with pseudo-dinosaurs. A pseudo-dinosaur is the person who cut you off in the traffic, the person who's sitting across from you at a meeting that you just know is thinking that you're not so intelligent. Yeah, we've all had those moments. What's another dinosaur? Somebody mentioned it earlier. The man who stands right behind you when you are trying to focus on something, okay? What happens? Well, the same thing happens that happened to the caveman. The body gets pumped with stress cocktail. The blood pulls away from the outer areas. Guess where your reasoning occurs? In the outer areas. They have now been deprived of oxygen and blood. Remember Charlie Brown? All the adults sounded womp, 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 womp. This is why we can't come up with a coherent answer to a question. When we feel stressed, our brains have shut down for a good reason. It was a survival skill for cavemen. Not so functional for us now. All right, divine systems. Here we go. This is something you probably didn't know. What did the caveman do after he successfully defeated the dinosaur or got away from it? Before he did that, oh, I'm so glad I survived that, right? They took a deep breath. What do we not do in our society now? We don't breathe deeply. Here's the deal. There are sensors at the diaphragmatic level, at the base of the lungs, that when you take a deep breath, these sensors tell the body to produce the chemicals that bring you back down from high alert. Think of the runner's high, the endorphins. What triggers the body to produce these are these sensors at the base of the lungs. So when we forget to take a deep breath, we stay on high alert. It comes down slowly, tapers off, and then the next thing happens. The phone rings, the fax machine goes off, the computer tells us we've got mail. Yeah. All of these stimuli come at us all the time, and because we don't take a deep breath, we're already at this level of heightened awareness, and it's going to pop us right back up. And if we don't stop to take a deep breath, our bodies never come back to the basics. We've been hijacked. They call it being hijacked by your amygdala, that little part of that brain that goes on high alert. We've been hijacked. Our lives have been hijacked. We react rather than respond. We don't always get to think before we say something. And we don't have to be hijacked anymore. Ladies, today you have a get out of jail free card. It's this little connection we just set. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So if you know somebody's going to be standing over your shoulder, before you pick up the phone, I used to tell people set an alarm and practice taking 3 deep breaths before they answered the phone. Now I realize that it's faster to just be able to activate a connection. The stronger this gets, it becomes a lot of fun, because now if my fingers come together accidentally, my shoulders drop, because the body just relaxes. The first thing you're going to notice is that you're going to feel sleepy. It's not because you're tired. When you activate this connection until your body gets used to relaxing, you're going to have this sleepiness that lasts for about 2 minutes. And the reason you're going to have it is because right now we live in a state of high alert. And the only time we relax in our bodies is when we're going to go to sleep. So the body starts to relax, the brain says, oh, I must be going to sleep. And don't worry, it'll pass. But you got to give your bodies a chance and your brains a chance to get used to being relaxed again. So the whole purpose of, the whole purpose of the training that I do with people is to help reestablish these connections between the body, the mind, and the emotions. Because we were born that way. It's a very natural way to be. We've had it trained out of us. It is almost impossible to stay connected in a world that is so media driven and anxiety driven.